Hello guys, today we'll be doing the weekly nesos, how much I got. So on my Paladin main, this is the biggest one I have gotten on a single character outside of the launch, which is 31 billion. The last time I got this much was back when the game launched, back in May and June. But so far this is like the local high. Also got a couple items. Um, got an Absolab helmet also that they help a lot. Mm, So across all the daily boss meals, I also make a decent amount of money. The reason for that is because the past 2 weeks you guys see on stream, I've been upgrading into boss meal progression style. So that is the sickness set, 6P sickness set. So that means I do harder daily bosses, up to Pink Bean and Alien. So with that said, this pad only got 800k. This is actually like a lot lower. The reason for that is because I upgraded this pattern a lot later into the week, so that's why they only got 800k. But the other ones was upgraded earlier. They're all above a million. If you do daily balls up to ping being alien and normal one Leon, it's very consistent above a million, which you can see as I log through all the characters. So for the next one is my Corsair. Corsair got a lot better resource is 1.8 million. So, I'm gonna be moving this Corsair to a second account, second wallet account, so that I could farm some event cubes. So that means next week's Corsair, I expect a drop because in order to move my Corsair, I have to stop bossing for 3 days. So that means half of the weeks I will not be able to do daily boss. I'm expecting a drop for next week's Nisos for Corsair. And also, because it's a fresh account, it has no NFT, no Legion, no Link. So Corsair is also going to be a lot weaker. So I mean, I do expect like take longer to kill the bosses as well. Next is my Dark Knight. Dark Knight did really good. I got 1.6 million Nisos on this. And also, I forgot to mention, as with the tradition, since the event millions raffle started, I have not won a single raffle yet. It's been 2 weeks, I think. We have entered that raffle for across about 14 characters a week. So I did 28 entries in total, and I have not won a single event raffle. Um, Honestly, at the end of the day, the rate for that thing, you want on a hard Magnus, which is like higher rate than even Lotus, normal Lotus, it was still like 4%. So if you're doing like 4%, me not getting anything for 28, it's still within the average. So I'm not too upset about it. I mean, I'm hoping to I get something next week, but we'll see. So for my Mercedes, I got 1.1 million. Nothing special. Lost the sickness souls as well, unfortunately. But it is what it is. You just gotta have to use a lot of characters to make up the average. Um, yep. And then the next character is my hero. Hero did amazing. We got 2.3 million on the hero. The reason for that is because we won like bigger. We got lucky with the daily boss drops and a sickness win. These also on a sickness. It's like 500k. So it does boost the Nisos if you do win sickness. Again, like all of these characters does easy sickness. They do not do normal because the requirement for normal is very high. And there's no way I could do sickness with my basic gear. So like sickness, easy sickness is where I stop. I mean, obviously a lot of you guys don't have high level NFT level like me, but even if you have level 7, you can still solo whatever I'm doing. Like Amy does it, right? He has level 7, no problems with Amy. Um, he's also consistent in getting the same amount of Nisos as I am. So this is just the meta. Yeah. So next is Marksman. I got 1.6 million as well on this. Very good. Like again, guys. I checked out Pig's Nisos rate last night. Um, with my shade. Back then, like a couple weeks ago, with shade, farming pigs is about 210, 220 hour K per hour. Right now with the same shade, same setup, I'm only getting 140K an hour. Like guys, like at pigs, this is you're also gonna get a lot less Nisos on Black Heaven entrance, right? So right now, like the only thing that kind of get you a good amount of Nisos is May 6, May 7. But like May 6, May 7, it like, requires a lot of investments on your main character, which I personally think is not worth it. Right, going back on the topic, shade. This shade is 1.3 million, so it's really good. 1.3 million. Next character is Light Lord. Light Lord they also did amazing. It get 1.4 million, about 1.5 million, close to 1.5. And all you wouldn't want a one Leon pistol. I sold this pistol for like 300, 300, 400K around there. So like just extra money. Yeah, going back to like farming monsters on the field. May 6 and 7 requires a web pet. If you don't have a web pet, you're stuck at like 250 to 300K at max. And going above 300K, even with a web pet, is only possible in certain classes. Like I'm talking about like Lumi, Corsair, and Shadower. But Corsair and Shadower both requires a 15K stat or higher. That's the reason is because their summons needs to one hit. So for Shadower it's the gold nugget. For Corsair it's the summons. Without that, they're not hitting above 300K. And it's very hard work too, right? Just to do that, you're gonna hurt your hands. But like I chill bosses like based on these rates and the past couple weeks rates, these takes 15 minutes to clear. Sometimes 20 minutes if I zoom out. Um, yeah, like you can see every single one of these got more than a million. I only spent like 15 to 20 minutes. On average, it's like 500K an hour. So it's the best amount of money you could get right now. It's the meta. So my Shadower did decent, 1.1 million. It's okay. Could be better. But we got drops though to make up for sickness shoes. That's like 500K right there. Yeah, like keep in mind, like I'm just doing nesos, right? I also got a lot of drops on average every week from doing this, so that's like extra money on top, right? I'll show you guys the final result of the NFT drops at the end. Um, for Buck is 3 million, 3.1 million. The reason for that is I was leveling this from 180 to 200 this week. This is a lot lower than the previous weeks of leveling. If you could check that, like last month, if I do this, it's literally 4 or 5 million. Um, we can see that consistently, like killing monsters is the Niso is decreasing week over week. Um, I'm not gonna do any more level 200s. But I'm still gonna need to do Phantom and Bowmaster because Phantom is very expensive. Bowmaster because I already have the deck scare, so I'm just gonna level it myself. But after that, I'm not gonna do any more. Like I'm not doing any more like level 200 shade. I told you guys I was doing level 200 shade and 200 Mercedes to sell. Like I stopped doing Mercedes. I stopped. This is my last. I have one more shade to finish and now I'll be done. After that, it's gonna fully work on Legion. Um, this is the Paladin, level 170 Paladin, so very low level. It got 1 million, 1.1 million. This is not the average because the level 70, 170 Paladin does not do ping ping, does not do alien. It only does up to arc. Now the reason why this I got this much is because of the sickness Nisos. Otherwise, the average for this kind of character, like 140, 170, daily meal is the average 600K, 600K, 700K. So that's why like Paladin Nisos felt a lot higher. And then this is the final one. This is the shade I was talking about. My last level 200. This got 1.3 billion. Again, the reason why this got 1.3 million because I was lowering this from 180 to 188, so it didn't matter. This probably got me like maybe 300K, 400K. In terms of Niso, this thing got a lot less Nisos than expected, but to compensate, the game gave me drops, namely at the shoulder. So these are the total Niso, total items I got, right? The equipment page. Special thanks to our members for help making this video possible. Amy Chang, Monkz.